Un, dos, tres, cuatro, cuatro, cinco, seis, hi. Alright. Welcome to part 2. Right, so I'm a little bit more prepared, he says, as he breaks his knees, crawling across smashed glass to show you some Imaginext toys. So these were the Imaginext toys that I was telling you about that I couldn't find, which I literally found as soon as I stopped the recording. So there's the bat sled, this little random Imaginext guy. Number 3. I am the evil number 3. Wah, wah, wah. Him, and there was this bat car, which reminds Batcar. Yes, that's it. This two-wheeled car, which can do a wheelie. Kind of probably reminds us of Lightning Strike Batman because of the white, I guess. But I think it's more of a frosty Batman. So another thing, which I picked this up. I don't know why I picked it up, but it's, I guess, a Barbie figure. She was like in amongst kind of car parts and other things. But she looks like she's some kind of like kid one or something. So I picked it up and it was pretty filthy, and they were like 20 pence. So I figured, I don't know, maybe some Barbie collector out there, might be quite a rare one, I don't know. But 20 pence, figured, hell, I'm having it. We'll get to the £8 bag, what's down here? More stuff from the £8 bag, yes. Right, let's do the £8 bag then. The £8 box. So, like I said in the previous video, they had a little box. They wanted £2 each for the items, and asked them if they would do it for £5. They then negotiated a bit more, got up to £8, and they said fine, they would take £8. So here's what I got for £8. If I get comfortable. So first up is this leader class animated Megatron. Missing these helicopter bits, but he still looks pretty awesome. And works perfectly fine. Now I know for a fact I've got this at least once or twice, so this one is a swap, this is a spare, so I'll either be selling them or I'll be going up in the trade. So it's pretty sexy. The other thing that was in there was this Raphael, which is the more multi-posable type from the 2003 iteration. I don't know if I have that one or not, have to check. A random token, absolutely battered Admiral Akbar. He's like, I'm so brown. I'm brown. Yes, I'm like a shredded wheat. Put me in milk and it'll change the colour like a Cocoa Pop. So there you go, just actually random vintage Star Wars toy. The rest of the stuff is pretty much all Dragon Ball Z stuff. So is this guy, Mr. Wrestler, or Mr. Hunky Chunky Wrestler. I literally don't know much about Dragon Ball Z. When I say I don't know much, I know nothing about Dragon Ball Z. I picked these up purely to sell, or if I got some good trade for them. So there's another one, I think this is from the Spitalian series. So it's him, this guy with the shades on. I mean, they are slightly player worn and stuff, so there is some scuffs and bits and pieces on them. But, I mean, like I said, they wanted £2 each. So, I mean, I think it worked out less than 50p each figure that I got. So I was pretty pleased with that one. Kind of could do with a bit of a wash on his belly. There you go. Looks like flipping Kirby or something, doesn't he? This one here, Mr. Illumascio. One's it's Trunks, that one, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Trunks. Like I said, there's no accessories or anything with them, which I believe, like the likes of these, came with bits of accessories and stuff. But like I said, for 50 pence, man, I certainly wasn't leaving them alone. Mr. Devilly Man. This one, unfortunately, its head is missing. Well, I say missing. It's there. It's not there. It's there. Look, see it. So assure me, you just have to glue that on if you wanted to. The bit is still inside. So that one, and then this guy is so, okay. This I'm assuming is Dragon Ball Z. Kind of was with them, so I'm assuming it was. There's that, and then the little lassie. Hi, I'm the little lady. Little elfie one with his sword on his back. And finally, this one. Pow. So there you go. So those from Megatron to that was £8. So I was pretty pleased with that, to say the least. Look at how I ate. Right, what else can I show you? Picked this bag up, raking through it, big Tesco bag for life thing. And the guy's like, oh, just, whatever, mate, just grab some bits out of it, I'll give you a price. Which I was like, there's not really anything in there I can say I want. So he's like, you can take the bag for £1. So I was like, it's kind of pretty full of die-cast cars, like, and it's a really, 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 really hot day. Do I really want to carry this around the car boot for the next flipping 3 hours? But I figured sometimes you just got to go for it, and you never know what will turn up. Unfortunately, there wasn't much in the bottom of the bag that I actually wanted. Oh, hold on. In the £8 lot, Frenzy was there, actually, so he was part of that lot too. He got mixed in with these other things because there's more Transformers here. So this was in the pound bag in the bottom. Grabbed him, Sentinel, whatever his face is. There's a little Cliff Jumper too, Legends Cliff Jumper. And this Megatron, unfortunately, he was missing his arm. But there was a piece of jazz in there, so no other part of jazz, just that part. So I figured he could wear that. I mean, it looks alright, doesn't it? I still function. That's an improvement. That is my favourite thing of the car boot. So there you go. I don't know how he looks in vehicle mode. He didn't look good in vehicle mode originally, so I guess it's not gonna deter too. Megatron, where have you gone? So there's that. There was this other one, which is this Jet Storm or something. I don't know. I don't know at all. It's Transformer. That one, and Movie Legends Barricade. So, and he's nicely complete and all that. So, pretty cool. So decent little handful of Legends Transformers. I mean, some places would kind of want to charge you. That might be £1 just for one of those. So, getting all of those for £1. And like I said, there's absolutely shed loads of just other random. I don't even want to show you it. It's just that rubbishy, soldiery stuff. Die-cast cars. There was a handful of Hot Wheels which I've put out the way, and the kids thought this Nerf glasses were pretty fantastic too. So it's just fodder. Maybe like a Playmobil guy in there. There was a couple of other incomplete Transformer bits in there and stuff. But apart from the fact that I had to carry like half a stone of die-cast cars around the car boot, I'm pretty pleased with the few bits that were in the bottom there. This was also in there too. So I quite like that little steamroller. It's nice. And this Action Man gun was in there too. So happy with that. What else? I think, oh, hold on. The lady who I got the Scooby-Doo figure from also got this for 20p, and this for 20p, and this for 20p. So 2 parts of one of the latest Megazords there. Unfortunately, no more other bits of the Megazord do have this Megazord. So again, these are up for sale or trade. Let's have a look. The person I bought Conan from had this, which I did pick up another one later on, which is in much better condition. This was 50p. The better one was 30p, but what are you going to do? That'll go in the kids' Power Ranger box. There's a baggie here with all sorts of random, not very good stuff in it. They wanted £1.50 for it, which I was like, go on then, because it did have some Pokemon in there too. So there was this little Cubone. He's called Cubone. Him. There was a Flippy. And I think this is like an evolved Gengar, isn't it? And he's all psyched up. So those were in there, so I figured I didn't really want to pay £1.50 for them, but I kind of didn't I really? There is a couple of okay other bits in there. And I get these things, which are kind of like a knockoff Imaginext thing, but they'll go in the kids' box, Imaginext box. There was an Imaginext Robin in there, so I suppose he's got to be worth at least 10p, isn't he? And this other thing, which again is like the Imaginext-esque thing, that's pretty cool. Beastie Beast, and there was even, is that Moses? Moses was in there, so Moses opposes erroneously. And we're nearly done, guys, so a couple of last bits. The person who I bought the Conan's figure from. I also had a tub with 5 things for £1. So there's this thing which I think this is like a. I looked it up. It's like the like Mighty Max, but it's basically like body parts. So there's like a brain and the stomach and all sorts of stuff, and they were kind of in there. So I thought that's pretty cool. So he was there and the little Mimco, and grabbed one of those for the bands because they're really into the grocery gang stuff. So there wasn't actually that much grocery gang stuff there, to be fair, but I would imagine that sort of stuff will start turning up quite a bit. The obligatory glumps. So I managed to get 3 glumps this car boot trip. So there you go. Last 2 things. There was this HM Forces guy. The woman was just like, "Get him away from me, I hate him. He gets tangled up every time he has his parachute." So I kind of figured I'll take it to the park with the kids, let them climb up on the climbing frame and chuck him about and see how well he jumps about. Do like the HM Forces stuff. So he was 50p. I think she just was like, "Get him away from me." And the final thing I got was this Megazord. Not complete, but mostly there. And that was £1.50 for that. So there you go. That pretty much, but anything I've completely forgotten about was my car boot haul. So kind of happy with that. Like I say, some stuff to sell, some stuff to keep, and some stuff to trade. So what's not that like? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all in another video at some point in my life and yours. Ta-da!